Hi, I'm Chad with Move4 Guitar. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to take a drop 2 major 7th chord starting with a 4-string root, and just by moving one note at a time, change it into a dominant 7th chord, a minor 7th chord, a minor 7th flat 5 chord, and a diminished 7th chord. First off, if you'd like the diagrams that follow along with this lesson, you can click the link on the screen, or there's also a link in the description, and that'll take you to an eGuide that you can download for free. It's called Fretboard Theory, and that, like I said, it contains all the diagrams for this lesson, plus much more, so it'll be really useful to you. I think you'll get a lot of mileage out of it. And like I said, it's free, so there's no reason not to just go download that. But I am working on it right now, so it's not available yet as I'm filming this lesson. So as you're watching this lesson, it might not be available yet. So just watch out for when it does become available. But you don't need the eGuide to follow along with this lesson. All the diagrams for this lesson will be on the screen, so you can still go through this lesson. So in this lesson, we're going to take a drop 2 major 7th chord starting with a 4-string root, and I'm going to show you how to move one note to get to a dominant 7th chord, and then from there move another note to get to a minor 7th chord, then move another note to get to a minor 7 flat 5, and another note to get to a diminished 7th chord. And to follow along with this lesson, it would be helpful if you had a basic understanding of intervals, what they are and how they work, and how triads are built. You don't necessarily have to have that information, but it would definitely be helpful as you're going through, because I'm not going to dive deep into any of that. I want to keep this lesson all about how to change these chords, and if I was to dive into all that theory, this lesson would be really long. So if you don't have it, you might want to go check out other lessons that I have that go into it, but you can still try to follow along, and I'll try to explain as much as I can as I go through. So we're going to start with a major 7th chord, and we're going to start with an F major 7 chord. And these are movable chords. I'm just starting with F because of where it lands on the fretboard. It doesn't matter what key you play these in. F just falls on a nice spot, and these shapes are going to stay the same no matter what key. So an F major 7th chord, a drop 2 F major 7th chord with a 4-string root sounds like this. And the way a major 7th chord is spelled out, the intervals of a major 7 chord are root, 3, 5, 7, or root, major 3rd, perfect 5th, major 7th. And the way this chord is voiced, just meaning the order of the intervals, the way I'm holding them, is root under my 1st finger, and then the 3rd string is my 5th, that's under my 3rd finger bar. The 2nd string under my 3rd finger bar is my major 7th, right there, 2nd string, 5th fret. And then the 1st string under my 3rd finger bar is my 3rd, my major 3rd right there. So I have root, 5th, major 7th, major 3rd. So to go from this major 7th chord, we're going to go to a dominant 7th chord. That's going to be the next chord we're going to go to just by moving one note. And a dominant 7th chord is spelled out root, 3rd, 5th, flat 7, or root, major 3rd, perfect 5th, minor 7th. So the only difference between a dominant 7 chord and a major 7 chord is that you lower the 7th by half a step. You're going from a major 7th to a minor 7th. So like I said, the 7th is under my 3rd finger on the 2nd string. I'm going to take this note, lower it half a step. That's going to give me my dominant 7 chord. So here's major 7, F major 7, here's F dominant 7. And I did that just by moving that one note. The next chord we're going to go to is a minor 7 chord, and a minor 7 chord is spelled out root, flat 3, 5, flat 7, or root, minor 3rd, perfect 5th, minor 7th. So the only difference between a minor 7th chord and a dominant 7th chord is that the 3rd is lowered by half a step. So you're going from a major 3rd in the dominant 7th to a minor 3rd or flat 3 in the minor 7th. So the 3rd is right here under my 4th finger, so I'm just going to take this note and lower it half a step, and that's going to give me my minor 7. So here's F7 or F dominant 7. I lower that one note half a step, now I have F minor 7. So F dominant 7, F minor 7. The next chord we're going to go to is a minor 7 flat 5. And a minor 7 flat 5 is spelled out root, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7. or root, minor third, diminished fifth, minor seventh. So the only difference between a minor 7 flat 5 and a minor seventh is that the minor 7 flat 5 has the fifth lowered by half a step. So right here is my fifth. So all I'm going to do is take this note, lower it half a step. That's going to give me my minor 7 flat 5. So here's minor 7, F minor 7. Lower this one note half a step, I get F minor 7 flat 5. So now the last chord we're going to go to is a diminished seventh. And a diminished seventh is spelled out root, flat 3, flat 5, double flat 7, or root, minor third, diminished fifth, diminished seventh. So the only difference between a diminished seventh and a minor 7 flat 5 is that the seventh is lowered another half a step. We're going from a flat 7 to a double flatted 7. So right here under my second finger right now, so it's on the second string, 4th fret, that's my 7th. I'm just going to lower this one note half a step. That's going to give me my diminished 7th. So here's a minor 7 flat 5 again. Lower that one note half a step. Here's a diminished 7th, F diminished 7. So I just took this one note, lowered it half a step. I got it from F minor 7 flat 5 to F diminished 7. So now you're able to go from an F major 7 all the way down to an F diminished 7. So F major 7, lower the 7th, you get an F dominant 7, which is an F7. Lower the 3rd, you get an F minor 7. Lower the 5th, you get an F minor 7 flat 5. Lower the 7th again, you get an F diminished 7. So hopefully that really opens up your mind and your ears to how chords work in intervals and how you can take just a major 7th chord and find all those other chords out of it just by moving the one note at a time. This will take you a really long way if you get this down. You can build on this for years to come. You're going to really help you understand harmony and chords and chord construction, chord theory, all of that. And be sure to check out the other lessons where I do the same thing with other voicings of major 7th chords. I do the exact same thing, just different voicings, so I can show you with the different string sets. So it'll be really useful to check those out as well once you get this down. And like I said, download the free eGuide, the Fretboard Theory eGuide. You can download that for free. And be sure to subscribe because we have at least one new lesson every day.